Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final. From now until Black Friday, your passport to all things pigskin. 1 week until it all counts for real, but you really can't conduct a Gridiron Masterpiece Theater without a bit of a dress rehearsal. And in Northeast Missouri, that means Jamboree Night tonight. Real live competition in a controlled scrimmage, no less. And few do it better than those in America's hometown, which hosted a 6-team affair tonight and also welcomed its newest future pirate, baby boy Caniglio, who we can only hope got his mother's good looks, but his dad's talent. Great athlete. We take you to Hannibal tonight. And the host team opening things up. First play from scrimmage offensively. Your new quarterback is Elijah Harrison, and he is quick. Nice read on the midline. He kept it, went in from 30 yards out for the touchdown. Hannibal not done yet at Bowling Green's expense. A little bit later, Wyatt King takes the 8-yard counter, works his way left, gets into the end zone. And then the big blow, one of 3 touchdowns the Pirates scored against Bowling Green's first-team defense. This one courtesy of Mitch Nichols, the all-conference tailback, going in from 30 yards out. Hannibal's offense looked good. Bowling Green, though, would answer back at the expense of the Hannibal defense. This is Jacob Niemeyer, great keeper right there. 2 touchdowns he had on the night, rushing against Hannibal. Palmyra versus Mark Twain right here. Brock Butler doing Brock Butler things at quarterback for Palmyra. The nice touchdown as he reaches the edge there. Then Butler's going to distribute. Caleb Kaiser, he's quick to the edge in his own right. Great run for him of 24 yards for the touchdown at that point. How about Clark County now taking on Hannibal and showing some things in the passing game? Really impressed tonight with the new quarterback, Javen Ray, and his favorite target on this particular night. Look at Ray creating space and finding that same target, Jacob Trump, in the back of the end zone. Mr. Trump with the touchdown score. They're not done yet. Again, Ray to Trump down to the 1-yard line on this one. Hannibal's defense, though, bows its neck. Dalton Overstreet going to come up with a big overplay, and it is a good one. That's beautiful stuff. Great swat away at that point. Tell you what, Clark County looking for more. Ray would fumble, but at the other end of this thing, Shaw Hunziker, Johnny on the spot, recovers, gets the touchdown for his team as well. More from Palmyra's offense this time against Highland. Again, it's Brock Butler right up the middle. Unstopped, unabated. But you know what? Highland had answers as well. Some good showing on offense tonight from Highland against Palmyra's really good defense. Austin Richmiller right there with the great pass to Lane Sly. All kinds of goodies tonight were had in store just to warm up for next week, as the Hannibal Jamboree turned out to be a good one. Monroe City hosting a Jamboree as well. Monroe City going to work with some defense in this one. Mr. Garner about to do his thing. We're going to call him Pick Garner in this one, as he's going to take the pick 6 back for the score in this one. Tarek doing a nice job playing some defense right there, getting the job done with the pick 6 interception. Van Far, tell you what, they've got themselves a physical backfield. Logan Boyd going to throw down some blockage right here. Oh my goodness. That, my friends, sensational 7, fraternity of pain, Web Gem worthy, take your pick. Good stuff right there. Monroe City's offense working as well. Grant O'Brien to Jonathan Shuck. Remember that name. Great wide receiver. Kid's quicker than a hiccup. Great score for him there as well. Scotland County trying to do some things. Chris Jackson nearly takes this one in on the sweep. Moving over from wide receiver. Looking good in the backfield tonight. More to come from Scotland County. Jared Holt to ENC for the touchdown in this one. Nice run by Mr. C. Name to look out for. Young kid who's got a little bit of a motor as he gets into the end zone for the score. And then more from this guy, Chris Jackson, going to show off the home run ability in this one as well. Van Far doing some things as well in this one. Lucas Robinson throws the touchdown dart to Sherrod Connor over there in the corner against Scotland County as well. So we had a good time there as well. And again, Missouri warming it up. All of those teams looking a little better than anybody expected tonight. So some great highlights from Monroe City as well. Well, from soaps to sodas, Friday night scrimmages in Western Illinois are a bit of a tradition, and they set the stage for the coming IHSA season. But before we dive in, a little pigskin primer on one of the most intriguing and perhaps difficult to gauge programs in the state right now. Quincy Notre Dame may be a traditional power, but this go around, it's also a bit of a melting pot of unique talents and wide-ranging potential schemes.
we talk about we talk about a Queens, we talk about, a double tight, we talk, the spread system, we talk the ghost system. These guys have had a taste of all of that. So, they've been in the program for 4 years to have a taste of it all. So I'd say this group, again, can do a lot. They believe in themselves that they can do a lot. Touchdown!
I think we'll be a lot better than a lot of people are expecting us to be. I mean, we can do a lot of different things that people, think we can't do, and stuff we haven't done in the past. We have to change it up a little bit.
It might be Bill Cannell's most underrated asset as a coach, the ability to adapt his system to his personnel and not the other way around. He'll play the cards he's dealt to strength, and this year's hand is most unusual by any Q&D standards. For starters, the run of LOUS's, linemen of unusual size, has gone cold.
Well, you go way back, Chris, and we had great success with average to below average size guys that just did great things. They were quicker than your opponent. They would get after you. They'd block you. They were mean. They weren't nice. And then, whatever got in the water for a few years, we, had some of the biggest linemen that you can ever imagine.
Yes, we may be small on paper, but I mean, we fight and we get off the ball, and we have a lot of experience up there leading us. Ben Miller, Tyler Marcus, Jimmy Case, Jeff Haley, all those guys, they come out to work every day and give us a good look up front.
An even bigger anomaly, at least at this point, is that the Raider passing game, led by a trio of stellar wide receivers and a rising veteran quarterback in Joey McKay, seems to trump Q&D's traditionally strong ground game.
This year I had a lot more confidence than I ever have before, being a returning starter from last year, and having guys that like Barry Welper and Jordan Chappell that have been starting for 3 years now. Guys like Brady Ginnenbacher and Logan Schurte have really stepped up also.
These guys believe in him, and he's you can tell he's matured a lot since last year when he steps up onto that center.
There's also a very different vibe at play on defense, with the strength of the unit now rooted in the secondary and some giant Obert Wyman shoes to fill at linebacker.
I think our biggest thing on defense is going to be our experience. We got a lot of guys in our secondary that have a lot of experience, and we got, like me and Logan have experience, and our like Zach Bailey and Jordan Chappell and Barry Welper all have experience, and that's going to really help us this season.
And lest anyone forget, there's the biggest change of all, as Bill Cannell finally gets his wish and a move to the West Central Conference.
It matches our needs a lot more, our size type schools, and people get excited. You tell our people here at Notre Dame that you're going to square off with Pittsfield. There's some excitement in the air, and people are going to come to see that. Same with the Illini West. They're beating us up at their place a few years ago, and people are always excited when you say Macomb. So, I'm excited to be able to look across the field and see some of those schools and more people here. When you said Peoria Manual, I don't know if it excited a lot of people, but I know there's a lot of the old timers. You say Pittsfield, and they'll come from miles.
And speaking of Quincy Notre Dame, their scrimmage tonight, blue and gold. Who would stand out? Well, we mentioned the running game just a little bit. Looked good tonight behind this little speedster, Dalen Anders, who's going to the corner, and he's got it. Nice touchdown for him. But again, the passing game, center stage tonight, helps when you got targets like this. Joey McKay, Jordan Chappell, as good as there is in the area, he is going to run free. If you're a defensive secondary guy, you can't allow him to do that. He does it with impunity right there. That sets up Barry Welper on the PAT. Nice throw from McKay right there to Welper, who gets in. Q&D's offense looked pretty darn good tonight as well. How about Brown County, the Hornets? Another team where we're trying to get a feel on things. At quarterback, Dylan Rubel doesn't like what he sees here, makes the right move. Good heady play, and he's going to scramble for 30 yards right there. Big pickup for him. That sets the table up right here for Brady Long, who's going to take the sweep, go left, and just plow through everybody, finding his way to the goal line at that point for the easy touchdown there. More to come, this time from the white squad. It's Nathan McDara going to take the dive strong through the hole. It's going to take about 6 guys to bring this kid down as he gets the 20-yard run, and that's going to set up quarterback Jared Fry. Remember this name, been hearing about him for the last 2 years. High hopes for this kid as a future quarterback. He's going to show some future potential in the present right here, hooking up with Brady Robinson right there for the 30-yard touchdown pass. And remember, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, it all gets started for real next week. And I, for one, can't wait. Let's talk some soccer now. At halftime of his team's blue and white scrimmage between varsity and junior varsity last night, Quincy High soccer coach Matt Longo wasn't happy and declared that the first team to score would get the start in the season opener on Monday against Monroe's. JV guys, you're thinking this is great. That game ended in a scoreless tie, so we did it again today. 1 goal. We started at 3 o'clock, 3:15. It was finally over after 90 minutes the night before. Evan Curran going to punch home your game winner. You'll hear much, much more about the Blue Devils coming up on Sunday night as we barnstorm with Matt Longo and company and begin looking outside the football field for what should be a fun fall season. Speaking of fun, tell you what, Macomb's got itself one heck of a girls golf team and one heck of a #1 player. Haley Hadsall today lighting things up. I think she ended up winning over her next closest competitor by 16 strokes. She's going to be phenomenal this season as Macomb wins the triangular. Good showing by Quincy High as well, a golf team on the rise on the girls' side, so keep an eye on them as we go forward as well. Speaking of Quincy High golfers, wish I had better news for you for Luke Guthrie. I do not. Struggled a bit today, took a devastating bogey, at least it appears at this point, on number 17. Luke sits one over the projected cut line. Couple of scores still out there, so a lot's going to have to happen ahead of Luke for him to get a chance to play through the weekend. But right now, he appears to be on the outside looking in. Coming up tomorrow, it is overtime back again, starting at 10:30 right here. 30 minutes of local sports, including but not limited to high school football tomorrow, as we have some more scrimmages tomorrow and some more jamborees to show you. We will also introduce you to our KHQA preseason football player of the year and count down our top 5 in preview of Tourism's later in the week. Also coming up tomorrow, your first look at the outstanding Quincy High golf team as they host their Early Bird Invitational tomorrow. They are really, really good, and they are homestanding at Westview. So we'll have some of that for you, a little college football maybe as well, and all sorts of other goodies coming your way on Overtime. Glad it's back. Football season comes right here on Sports Final like it has for the past 19 years, coming up next Friday, 1 week from tonight. Fired up already. We'll see you then, everybody.
You're watching America's most watched network, only CBS.